Hello. Alright, it's work. Hello guys, and welcome to round 1 of FORL Season 6 GP2. And I'm very excited for this round as it is the start of a new season. And we have 19 drivers here today, which is a really good turnout. And I wonder which one will come out on top because, yeah, pre-season we were missing a few drivers, such as some fast people such as F1 Ben and Andrew, who are in slap shift racing. And, yeah, they could have good shots at the title, and so could many other drivers. And I'm also going to mention that Cinquanta, he did win the pre-season for Red Bull Racing, or Sync Red Bull as it's now called, as Sync has signed a deal with Red Bull and Toro Rosso. So, this is going to be a very interesting season, and we're just waiting on SP James, and yeah. In GP2, that was an incredible pole time of Limity's Horizon, who set a lap of 1:06 flat, which is actually glitched. He left the game at the perfect time for it to happen. So let's hope that doesn't happen today, but let's hope the drivers get close to setting laps like that, because they're definitely possible in this ability. So everyone's selecting their strategies at the moment. I'm just going to enable the telemetry and lap data so we can check what's happening. I think it's going to be a dry qualifier. I'm not sure about the race though, I haven't got the radars coming in. And a lot of people are favouring the medium tyres at the looks of it, so I think we might see people qualifying on the mediums or softs. Got some people selecting supers. Very interesting stuff here. Right, the cars are now flooding onto the track. Who is first out onto the track? I think that's a Red Bull. Not sure. Right, look, there's loads of cars coming out on track now. And it's going to get very busy very quickly, as everyone's going to want to set their bankers on their harder compound. But let's say there's quite a few people on the supers as well. I'm quite surprised with that. So yeah. Right, and I think Tom Fawkes was the first man out on track, so it'll be interesting to see where he can place. And yeah, most of the field's on track now. I've already got a few cars in the pits, and the field's going to start spreading out, so people can get their qualifying laps in. The only car we're missing today, I actually don't know what car it is. It is I think it's a Mercedes, is it? Yeah, we're missing a Mercedes, which is LR Blazer Guns. He had quick pace, but he just couldn't string it together last time out in pre-season. So he's a good title contender as well. Not to mention Jasper Boss, who got pole position but lagged out unfortunately. Be interesting to see what he can do here as well. But now we see Tom Fawkes going on to a lap. The first qualifying lap of the season, and let's see what he's going to do. We've also got many other people doing laps as well. Oh, he's doing a very calm lap. Oh, he's already bottled it, so who is that next? I think that's a Renault of Limitless Horizon. Yes, it is. It's a Renault of Limitless Horizon. On the Super Softs. I'm not sure he will quite match the 1 minute 6, but he could be pretty close. Looking pretty clean so far. Only 3 cars in the pit still. I don't know why that is. Probably waiting for the perfect time to go onto their tyres. The track is a bit cloudy at the moment, so maybe... I'm not sure how that will affect the tyres, but it probably could mean that a certain compound has a little bit more of an advantage as it usually would. But here we are watching Limitless Horizon come around the final corner, and he's going to set the first qualifying lap of the season, which is a 1 minute 7.8. Not bad, not bad. Right, and we're going to go over to Sync Quanta now. He just completes his lap. He does a 1 minute 9.2. We've got UK Future doing an 8.4. The lap times are going to start flooding in now. We're going to have a look at Jasper Boss, who's another favourite for pole position. And maybe we'll go over to F1 Ben in a second. So here is Jasper Boss. What will he say? He's on the mediums, so he might not place top. Oh, it's quite a slow banker lap. It is invalidated, but it's a 10.5. Right, we're going to go over to F1 Ben now. He is on the supers, so he's going to be doing a softer strategy. I'm not sure if he's going to be sandbagging a little bit, but he goes second fastest. That leaves the 2 Renaults P1 and 2. That is phenomenal there. Great stuff from the 2 Renault drivers. Looks like we've got a great lineup today. For this season, actually. Right, I'm going to go back over to James. James coming around the final corner in this Toro Rosso. Back in the Toro Rosso from last season. Let's hope he can string some good results together in races. But hopefully that won't happen this season with different people on the grid. And that is a 1 minute 16, yeah. Definitely a banker. Tom Fawkes comes in to do a 1 minute 9.8 on the mediums on his second lap. Didn't invalidate it this time. And let's see if we can get a lap of Jasper Boss. Oh, he's coming to the end of this lap now. And it's going to be very interesting to see where he places on the mediums, because the majority of the field are on the mediums. And it's invalidated again, and it's slower than last time. A smidge it goes fastest, 7.7. I'm not sure if people are sandbagging a little bit at the moment to go on the harder compound, but we just have to wait and see. And right, I don't think there's anyone else going to be setting laps. Have a look at Bobby Ben. It's his debut today. Well, he was on GP3, but it's his first race in GP1, and he's now in the Sync Toro Rosso outfit. Let's have a look at this lap. He's not on a lap at the moment, so that's a shame. Sync Quanta on a lap. I can't quite tell. He's just overtaken the McLaren. Yes, he's on a lap, and it's on the mediums. What is he going to set? 1 minute 8.9, that's blistering. He's the fastest medium runner at the moment. He's done 3 laps on them as well. Oh, who's that just moved up the field? I can't tell who that was, but someone just moved up the field. I think that was... no, it wasn't Griffiths. But you see the Red Bull drivers sitting comfortably in 5th, 6th and 7th. They're the top 3 on the mediums. Oh, I say that, and then Jasper Boss just has to spoil that. He pops in 2nd on the mediums and P6 currently at the moment. So yep, very interesting stuff happening here. Comment in the comments or the live chat who you think is going to get pole position, or even put it on Twitter and at FORL, and then we can read your tweet out during this. So yeah, now we're going to have a look at Wolfpack. I think he's just come out of the pit lane. Not too sure, but Envious Medal is on a lap as well. He's running low on his ERS. This could spoil his lap. Oh, no, he's not even on a lap. Pigs and Prost on a lap. I think he is on a lap, and he's just come out behind. I'm not sure. That must be Iro Schumacher, who is down in P11 at the moment. He came P4 last season, and he's currently the best man on the grid in GP2 in theory, because he came 4 from the top 3. They've been moved up to GP1, so it looks like that was a bit dodgy there from Schumacher. I'm not sure what was going on. Might have cost Prost a few tenths, but we've got the Phoenix man coming around the final corner, and he sets 1 minute 8.9 on the softs. Right, we've got some people on the softs now. Right, let's see what their bests are. So yeah, currently PXM Prost fastest man on the softs, but he's only 300ths ahead of the fastest person on the mediums, which is Cinquanta. So people are fitted. It looks like Cinquanta's fitted some softs. Some of the medium runners are fitting the softs, maybe even the super softs, to try and faster lap. Yeah, anyone else on the lap? I can't tell. UK excites. Comes across the line. He's an 8.4, so he fits himself into P4. We're watching UK Futures. I think he had a terrible race last time out in Spain, but some race to forget. But it leaves you experience every time you do a bad race. You know where to improve and what not to do. Very interesting sometimes. And who's that gone up the field? That's SSR Andrew. Has just finished his lap. I apologise for missing that, but he's completed his lap on the super softs, putting him on an 8.3. And the gap from leader is so Cinquanta 1.1 seconds off the leader, who's on the super soft. So maybe if Cinquanta does go on the supers, it's definitely possible to do a one stop from the supers to mediums. Very risky, and if not, it could be a little bit slower, but it's definitely possible if people want to risk it. It's a bit like Circuit of the Americas. You can start on the softer and go to the harder, but it's a bit risky. The tyre weathers flop everywhere, but yeah, it's all possible. And we are now going to go on with Echoes. I'm not sure if he's on a lap now. Here's a lap up into high mix. Now overtake mode going towards the line. And we're going to have a look at SSR F1 Ben. He is the Season 4 champion of GP2. So he's come back looking for another championship. I don't know why I said that, but I think he's going to be looking to get that. Oh, there's a bit of oversteer. And no, he's coming into the pit lane. Just doing an outlap. Interesting tactics there. Oh, and that is Limitless Horizon, and he's gone faster. He's only 1/10 behind Smidget now. And there's Tom Fawkes has improved. So I've missed that, but Tom Fawkes has definitely improved as well. Jasper Boss, right? Jasper Boss. Oh, there's cars avoiding people on qualifying laps. That's the hard thing about Brazil. It's not as bad as Monaco, but it's tough to get out of the way without destroying your tyres by going in the grass. So yeah, very interesting stuff going on. And that's Connor's left. He wasn't driving, unfortunately. Otherwise we have a full field, but yeah, right. So Jasper Boss, we're on board with him coming through the final few corners. He is on the soft compound, so he's going to improve on the medium time almost definitely. And he pops open that DRS. What is he going to set? 1 minute 8.8. That is a good time on the soft. That he is probably the slowest of the soft runners, unfortunately, but it's all possible. Right, now we're going to go over to PXM Prost. No, he's not on a lap. Will be Ben. He's just not on a lap at the moment. What about Griffiths? Yeah, Griffiths is on a lap. We'll go on board with Griffiths. And around the final corner. and 1 minute 9.3. Oh, I think that was 1 millisecond off his best. I'm not sure if I read that right or not, but I've got a Dengy boy. He's currently up by 5/10. He's on the mediums once again. Will he improve? He's looking for a top 10. 11th place is actually the best place to start, but not if you're going to get caught up in a crash or something. And a Dengy boy places 7. Right, he is, right, so the best. Dengy boy is currently the second fastest person on the mediums. I think people might go out on the softs and set their best laps on softs, because I'm pretty sure that's probably the best strategy to do, because if you qualify on the mediums, unless you're very, very good, you're either going to start all the way down the order or outside the top 10, where you might as well have just not even bothered. So, right, we're going to go on with... Right, James has improved. Oh, and there's a massive crash there, and that's Wolfpack out into a Dengy boy. Oh, I didn't actually look what was going on, I just suddenly saw this car fly across my screen. I have no clue what happened, but a Dengy boy's now got a 5-second time penalty, or 5-second time penalty, 5th place grid penalty, which is definitely not good, and I'm not sure what's happening here, but SP James is also retired. I'm not sure what's happening with this crash, but this is definitely causing yellow flags, so people need to be careful, and there's something through the final corner. I think that was James through the final corner, and Irel Schumacher is just starting a lap now. I will catch the end of the lap, but we are now going to be watching Smidget. I think he's just finishing his lap, and I think he's just starting his lap anyway. Right, that was bad timing, and he's lagging quite a bit for me. Right, UK Futures, is he just finishing a lap or starting a lap? He just improved, went 3/10 faster in P3 now. Tom Fawkes is up in P4. Griffiths all the way up into P6. I'm sorry, yeah. Right, he's all the way up into P6. Right, we're going to look at Schumacher now. He's currently up on his time by a very slight margin. Not sure if he'll be getting into the top 10 or not, but it's all possible. Running low on fuel. I think he's going to be the only lap he can get in. He's on the softs, so he can get a top 10 if he's good enough. Take the shortest run around the last corner. It's going to be a 1 minute 8.4. That slots him up into P8. Is that going to be good enough though to start inside the top 10, which is ideally what he wants? If you start outside the top 10, you do get free tyre. It's definitely possible. I've seen people do it before, and yeah, it's possible, but it's very difficult. And Tom Fawkes not on a lap. UK Futures, right, he's on the end of UK Futures lap now. Comes around the final corner, and it's going to be... Did he run out of fuel? I'm not sure. He just slowed down a lot. There's a Renault coming through the first corner now. Probably F1 Ben. Yes it is, right, we're going to go on board with F1 Ben's lap. He's on the... And he's bottled that, right, that's not good. He's going to be waiting until next lap to start one, we'll keep that in mind. But we're going to go on with Smidget now. It's halfway around the track, he's a 10th up on his best. This means he'll improve on his time, and yeah, he just signed up a few days ago, so to be getting provisional pole already is very good. But we do have the likes of F1 Ben, SSR Andrew, and I'm not sure if Sync Quanta is going to be coming out on the softs or super softs, but looks like he's on the softs. Very split strategy we have today. And now there's Smidget coming around the final corner. Slap that DRS open, and he improves on a 7.4. That is an absolutely phenomenal lap time. He's wrecking his tyres though, and he's looking to do the 2 stops, so that could be a problem coming into the race. But we're now going to have a look at Ben, who's just waiting to start a lap. Griffiths has retired. Limitless Horizon, I think he is on a lap, I'm not too sure, yes he is. Coming through the middle sector now. Probably the most difficult part of this track. You don't want to take too much curb, you don't want to slam the throttle down too hard. This corner here into the race, very troublesome. Through the final corner, and that is a big oversteer there for Limitless Horizon. Probably going to go for another lap, I'm not too sure. I'm not sure if he has anything left in his tyres, but we're going to have a look at Jasper Boss now, who's just completed a lap. Completed lap, and now F1 Ben is on a lap. He is 1/10 up. No, he's not on a lap. He stopped this one as well. Very interesting. Tom Fawkes is not going to make it, unfortunately. And that Sync Quanta has just gone up into P6. I'm sorry I missed that, but he's just gone up into P6. Not going to be able to make another lap, I don't think. But that is a good effort from him. He'll be the highest on the softs. No, the highest on the softs is actually UK Futures up in P3. That's a great time from him. It's just, look, like literally a tenth, not even that, separates P3 to about P9. So that is very, very close stuff here. Even though it's split strategy. Right, we're going to have a look at F1 Ben. Right, he's just started his lap now. Looking good, so, oh no, that's a big oversteer moment there. He's just going to have a stick with it now. Doesn't have any more chances. And it's looking good into that corner. Sector 1 was a bit dodgy, especially with that oversteer, but he can still capitalise on it. I'm sure there's room to improve. It's PXM Prost slots into P2. That's a great time from him. And people are slowly retiring from the session. Looking very smooth down into mix 2. I'm not sure what that is. I wonder if that was invalidated. He did run it quite a bit wide. I'm not sure he did though, because he is carrying on. Coming around the final proper corner now, and he does the same thing as his Renault teammate. Gets quite a bit of oversteer. Now going through the last part of this. Oh, he goes into the pits. Oh my god, that was a big crash. Right, and now final person to Echoes. Peaks and Frost improves marginally, but he is on the slower compound. We're just waiting for Echoes now. If you can kindly retire, he's the last person left. Just because the line, it's not worth going into the pits, Echoes. Oh, he's doing the best lap he can. 1 minute 50 something so far. It's like it's going to be probably pole position, probably faster than last season's pole time. Coming across the line now, it's going to be a 2 minute, yeah, 2 minute. 2 minute. Come on. We don't have all day, we have lives. I think he's run out of fuel. Boost of electrical energy. And it's P16 for Echoes. Not the best, not as good as last time out in Spain, but yeah, this is a very interesting qualifying, and for some reason Tom123 is on the grid. So Smidget gets pole position by only 0.08 of a second from PXM Prost. And Limitless Horizon, UK Excites in P4, the fastest person on the soft. And then we have SSR Andrew in P5, Tom Fawkes in P6, UK Futures in 7th, Bobby Ben 8th, Dengy Boy 9th, and SSRF and Ben not managing to get a lap in P10. If only you could got P11, that would be perfect for him. But then we have Sync Quanta, the race winner in pre-season, P11, Griffiths, RL Schumacher, Jasper Boss, Repulsion, Echoes, Envious Medal, SP James and Wolfpack, rounding out in 19th position. Right, sorry for the silence there, but I was just sorting something out. I'm just gonna have to... Right, sorry about that. Yeah. Currently in P1, I'm not sure it's not letting me look at anything properly, but... Right, so that's better now. Right, Smidget P1. This is his debut race in FORL, and he's definitely showing off to the managers that he's worthy of GP1 at this rate. You definitely want to get your heat in the tyres. This is a short lap. You want to get a good cemented start, so the leaders do have a massive disadvantage, but they are on the super soft, so that does mean that they will get their heat in their tyres faster than Excites and all the soft runners, but the harder compound runners seem to be starting further to the back. Right, so telemetry, no, lap data. And there's PXM Prost there. Coming around the final corner, this is a great view to look at. All the cars lining up onto the grid, coming down the final straight to start the first round of the season. Right, so we're going to have a look at Limitless Horizon start here. We're going to be looking at him for the start, see all the action. $20 cars here for the opening round. This is everything we want for the league, and final cars filling into their grid slots here now. Oh, there's one car right at the back. So the drivers are definitely going to be feeling very tense here, almost shaking, as it's a very, very anxious time. But the 5 red lights for the Brazilian Grand Prix, the opening round of the season, and it's not lights out, and it's lights out, and away we go. And it looks like it's a great start from a free driver. There's already a collision in the background, and sync propulsion is out, and down the inside is SSR Andrew, already up to 3rd place. A bit of a sandwich going on, and there's a virtual safety car. Let's have a look at what happened down the field. It looks like there's a sync propulsion, just had a very bad start there, and Griffiths got caught up in some of those tangles, but it's only a VS, and there's another collision here. Who is that dropping down the order? I can't tell. That's Limitless Horizon out. He got out on the first lap. This is some crazy stuff here. Surely this is worthy of a safety car. This is definitely a very interesting way to start the season, with many 5-second stop and goes flooding in. Definitely gonna widen the field a little bit. Virtual safety car isn't in yet. Don't want to get those penalties. It's going to be a good screenshot. Right, it's green flag racing now, and SSR playing. Right, we're going to have a look at. We're going to be having a look at positions gained already. Envious Medals gained 7 through all those starting collisions there, and the leaders stay how they are up the order. SSR Andrew up into P3 though, and it looks like there's a battle for the lead. PXM Prost going side by side with Smidget around turn 1. He runs very, very wide there. This is going to give Andrew a possible advantage, and Tom Fox is up into P4. PXM Prost runs very wide there, and now Smidget is down into P2, Andrew's up to P1. That's absolutely incredible racing here from Andrew. And there's people going side by side everywhere. We're going to have a look down down the order a little bit. On board of drivers though, this is just absolute chaos. People going everywhere, side by side. SSR Ben back up into P4 though, he's done a good recovery from P10. Oh, and there's someone down the inside of PXM Prost, that's UK Futures. Prost has lost a load of time there in this sector. Very unfortunate stuff there, but we are going to have another look up the order a little bit, as Ben is now into P3, Tom Fox P2, Andrew P1. Slap shift racing is definitely doing well this race so far. And it looks like there's a UK Futures off. What's happened there? Both of the UKs are off the track. We're going to have to look back up the order, but it looks like a dinghy boy is going very close to envious medal here. Smidget's in the pits. That's some big news for the leader. And going into turn 1 now. Very close between all these drivers. P8 for a dinghy boy. He hasn't spun out on the first lap this time, which is an improvement. FORL Schumacher up into P9. Envious medal gained 10 places. This is soon only going to be 9 though, as a dinghy boy is getting very close to the back of envious medal. Cutting it very fine. And going into the next corner, he's got the inside. Very audacious move here. Is he going to get the stick? Is he going to get it done? Yes, it looks like he's got it done. Phenomenal move there. And oh, envious medal looking to do the switch back. They're literally bumping each other as if they're NASCARs. We're now going onto the straight now. SSR Ben is only 3/4 tenths behind Tom Fulks. There could be a potential overtake happening now. The McLaren manager is up into P2 on the start. It's definitely a really good race for him. And F1 Ben getting very close to Tom Fulks, who's almost overtaken him before. He's got fastest lap as well. He's overtaken him before the straight has ended. But Tom Fulks is very close, and that looked like a little bit of contact. Couldn't really tell, and there's even more contact. That is damage. Tom Fulks has got front wing damage, and he's getting pushed off. That's F1 Ben pushed off the track, and lost his whole front wing, and he's in the barrier. Well, there's definitely going to be some news for the stewards to do here. Now Tom Fulks has a stop and go penalty. Not going very well, but now there's PX and Prof looking to go the inside. Tom isn't making it easy for people to get past despite damage, and now Bobby Ben is up into P2. This is just absolute chaos. And Tom Fulks, oh, he's getting very aggressive. This is allowing people to close up behind and battle for P3. We're going to have a look at tyres now. Bobby Ben's on the softs all the way up on P2. This is a great advantage for him. So, currently the soft leader. And then we've got Sync Conti down in P5. Right, we're going to go on board here. Not on board, right. And there's that Tom Fulks into the pits. That got very close there. Almost some big contact. And Ben not having the best race so far. Anyway, we're carrying on here. Loads of battles commencing. And yep, Tom Fulks in the pits, not doing him a great job. But we've got Sync Conti battling PXM Pros, and that's SSR Ben out of the race. Not fortunate that the leaders are not doing very well at all. And now Sync Conti is chasing P3, as I think it's the stage in the race where the super softs start to die out and the softs improve. So yeah, the Red Bull is definitely doing a great job, but SSR Andrew is running away with the lead here. First time, no, not the first time, I think he's won a few races before in F1, and that's what happened to Bobby Ben. He's having a screen freeze. Crazy lag here. I'm not sure what's happening at all, but very crazy lag. A Rose Rapid should not be here. And side by side with Bobby Ben goes, it's a dinghy boy. I'm not sure quite what is going on. He's not usually this laggy, but it's definitely costing people time and himself time. So yeah, it's not very good. And Jasper Boss just behind, but Sync Conti, sorry for the bad camera angle. Sync Conti, cut off on the straight. What's happened? Bobby Ben all the way off the track now. I think his lag may have gone. And looking to go up the inside, has already dropped down to P5 from P2 last lap. Not great. And Jasper Boss has a 3-second time penalty. That's not going to serve him very well. Just saying that FORL Schumacher up in P7 on his medium, so the alternate strategist. Very good at the other strategies, he usually makes them pay off, so I wonder where he could finish this race. Not many battles going on now. Actually, there's a battle between James and Jasper Boss, potentially a move going into turn 1 with the DRS. Oh, actually, I say that. Schumacher, very close with envious medal. He's down the inside, and Bobby Ben running wide. Oh, there's almost contact there, leaving IRL Schumacher to slow down a lot. Bobby Ben got a 3-second time penalty as well. Schumacher's run wide, envious medal back down the inside. Oh, they both got DRS. Very close racing here. And, yeah, IRL Schumacher's got the move to stick up into P6 on his mediums. Now Jasper Boss, just behind James. Well, there's a move here. Wolfpack down into P11 behind UK Futures. Absolutely crazy start to this race. Right, so going on to the straight now is Jasper Boss closely following SP James. He's not close enough though. It is close, and also IRL Schumacher is very close behind Bobby Ben. Just have a look at some position changes, and 10 places gained for Envious Medal. SP James now, what's happened to Envious Medal? He's dropped down the order a little bit, but that is 11 places gained for SP James, 10 places for a Denny Boy. Very good starts for some people, but not for others. As you can see down the order is Smidget, down 13 places, Tom Fawkes down 10, and Limitless Horizon, DNF, and so is SSR, F1 Ben. So, not been the best of races here for them, but there is other races out there for them to improve. Just gonna... I am sorry for that, my controller disconnected, but the move is done now for Jasper Boss. He is up into P8. Oh no, James has got him back again. Jasper Boss is going to have the DRS going into turn number 3. Around the outside he goes, and there's contact. On board there's contact with James. It looks like Jasper Boss didn't leave any room, and James was still on the inside. And that is devastating for them two. Now Wolfpack just avoids him, and my controller batteries appear to be low apparently. Hopefully they'll last the rest of the race. So we move back up the order. IRL Schumacher chasing Bobby Ben for P4. We've also got Sync Quanta chasing Frost for P2. Supes are definitely going to be wearing off now at this stage. And that is IRL Schumacher getting very close now. And have a look down the inside of Bobby Ben, and he doesn't get it done. No, he'll have to wait another lap. But now Dengy Boy and the other Williams is going to be catching up. So, and he's now down the inside. Will he get the move done? Looking good, but it doesn't help when you're looking at a fence. But now we are, yeah, right. He's got the move done up into P4. IRL Schumacher got blistering pace here today on the mediums. Definitely been practicing well. Definitely improved as a driver. And PXM Prost now right. Hello! I'm sorry if I missed any action, but my controller batteries died. They're not going to die anymore. I've just fitted some new ones. And there's an incredible battle here for P4. A Dengy boy has caught up to the back of SP James. It looks like PX and Prost is dropping down the order as well. This is a beautiful helicopter cam showing the cars weave through the second sector of Sao Paulo into Lagos. DRS will be used here now, but I'm not sure it's going to be good enough to catch up. And both of the super soft runners of SSR Andrew and PX and Prost around the pits. You can see Contra in P1, but to see how it changes in the pit stop phase. And now that's Bobby Ben right on the back of Ira Schumacher, and he ghosted. That was a very weird ghost there, but we're going to go on board with Dengy boy, currently P4. So looks like Bobby Ben getting very twitchy behind Schumacher. I'm not sure what's going on because they are definitely switching between pace. Bobby Ben's starting to lag a bit again. I'm not sure if that's just for me, but he did ghost through Schumacher. But Quanta leading the race again. Very good for him. As we just see Griffiths go through the first sector of the track down in P16. Not very good for him. He did disconnect. He had P3 actually, or P2. I'm not sure last time out in pre-season, which was good. And now Bobby Ben will have DRS on Ira Schumacher. I'm not sure he's going to be able to get the overtake done. No, he doesn't. But he's definitely close to this lap. Maybe he can make use of DRS in the next DRS zone, but now Dengy boy's got 3 second time penalty. You've got to try and not get penalties here, however difficult it is, because you can gain time on other people. So, Bobby Ben having a look around the outside this time. Doesn't get it done. Gonna go on board with Bobby Ben. Surely not a move up here. No, he doesn't. Keeps behind in his sync for Russell. And yeah, so Bobby Ben has lost some time now. Dengy boy has caught up quite a bit according to the gaps. I think Schumacher is pulling away slightly. And now we're going to have a look down the order a little bit as there's echoes. Did get quite close to James, but now the battle for P2 is going on to the straight, so maybe we can see a good battle going on. Yeah, the gaps have increased quite a bit there. I'm not sure they are, but SSR Andrew coming onto the straight now, right behind UK Futures. The current leader can't afford to be in any traffic because he's on 1 lap old soft. We're going to have a look down the inside here. And it looks like he's got it done pretty well. This camera angle is actually very good for this moment. It usually isn't a very good camera angle to be looking at, but it was that time. We're going to have a look back up the order now, and into Bobby Ben battling for Ira Schumacher. So we are getting gradually through this race, and we have 3 proper retirements. We have Sync Propulsion, Limitless Horizon, F1 Ben. Envious Medal, 3 second time penalty, not the best. What's that? Looks like yellow flag somewhere. Is that Andrew? No, that's not Andrew. I don't know what's going on, but just saw his gap slowly getting bigger. So Griffiths, I think he disconnected, not the best for him either. Tom Faulk's caught up in an instant with F1 Ben. That's going to be investigated after the race because some very dodgy things going on. Not very good things happening between the 2 Renaults either. And then we also have PX and Prost, he's pitted, and he's down in P14. And Jasper Boss on Envious Medal, sorry to miss this, but very close battle in here, and Jasper Boss is outside, perfect stuff. But now Andrew will be catching up, and remember he can't afford to be in traffic, otherwise Sync Quantararo, Schumacher, Bobby Ben and a Dengy boy may be able to jump him. So yeah, anything can happen in the remaining remainders of this race, you know? Now, SSR Andrew has caught up a lot onto Envious Medal. It looks like he's probably going to be getting the move done on the straight. The current net leader, he's done a pit stop. No one else apart from PX and Prost, who actually could be battling for the leaders on the pit stop. And very close onto the back of Envious Medal now. He's already down the inside before the DRS zone. Had a great exit there actually, and DRS, and he's already ahead of him. SSR Andrew has actually overtaken one of his McLaren senior drivers because he's a McLaren reserve. I'm pretty sure this will probably be changing soon. He might be changing team when his space opens because he could bring the team a championship. I say that, but he gets a 3-second time penalty, which isn't great. Dengy Boy in the pits now, down into P10, Future's down into P12. Oh, there's battling going on here. SP James and PXM Echoes going side by side. We've got Smidget just behind who pitted on lap 1. I think he had a bit of damage. Oh, very close. And yeah, I think SP James stays in P7 for now. Oh, there's a battle down the order for PXM Prost and a Dengy Boy in the middle sector. Dengy Boy is on fresher tyres, but Stink Hunter is now in the pit lane. We're going to be seeing where he comes back out on track. Very interesting to see where he will actually come out. I know, but SSR Andrew is going into a move, and he's crashed. He's out. No, that's Jasper Boss crashed, and now we just caught the end of that. A big crash for someone who could have won this race, but that is massive. There should probably be a safety car here now, which would definitely help Stink Hunter coming out of the pits. We'll see where he comes out. I'm not sure where that'll be. Probably be just behind Andrew. No, Andrew's already gone. He's behind Envious Medal as well. That's going to be someone to get past, but I think Envious Medal might be pitting this or next lap. And SP James, oh, side by side here for 2 sets of cars. It's oh, and there's a Mercedes off, and I think that's James, Bobby Ben. Where did Echoes go? Oh, I'm pretty sure he's in this battle. I'm not sure if I was dreaming things, but oh well. And yeah, penalties getting dished out everywhere at the moment. Very, very close tussle for P5. It's down to P9. So down the straight, anything can happen. Literally anything can happen. If people go side by side, that'll slow them down, meaning the cars behind will catch. So, well, it's going to be interesting straight. But Smidget, I think that's Smidget. He's just let a bunch of people through. I'm not sure what's going on there. Does he have damage? But we'll look back up the order, and that's side by side between Bobby Ben and James, the 2 Sync Toro Rosso drivers. Going down the inside, Bobby Ben up into P5 now. But James is going to have the DRS. Oh, he gets very wide there. Not going to help him at all. That's going to mean a Dengy Boy's going to catch up. Oh, and yeah, PX and Prost gets very close to the rear. Just saying that Iro Schumacher and Envious Medal are still out on track. Dengy Boy, he's very, very close to James. He could look for a move here, but he doesn't. Infamous Clays, the Mercedes manager, has seen some promising pace in Dengy Boy, so that's why he's sitting in the Williams, but he needs to prove that today. And he does for a very, very good move down the inside there of James, and oh, James always spins out. And now James is going to be dropping down the order. There's now PX and Prost is getting through. Oh, they're still side by side going onto the straight now. I wonder who will have the DRS, probably Prost. Very unfortunate for James. I think James will probably get some as well. No, I don't think any of them actually did get DRS, but James is in the pits now. We're going to have to go back up the order. And yeah, some very interesting battles going on. As Envious Medal and James are now in the pits. Tom Falk's up into P8, he's going to have to make another pit stop, so is Echoes. And so is Schumacher. So now the gaps are sort of closed a bit. I mean, like lengthened or whatever. Not really anything interesting on track apart from trying to wait for Schumacher to pit. I wonder if he'll pit this lap. Probably knowing him, he'll pit in the mid-20s and maybe even get a super soft running if he's careful. So we're now going to be looking down the order again. PXM Prost is chasing Smidget, who is on very old mediums, but he was the pole sitter Smidget, so he could do some things good. Oh, now PXM Prost has definitely closed in on a Denny boy down the straight. Sorry, he wasn't catching Smidget, he was catching a Denny boy. I was just going a bit blind. 3-second time penalty for UK Futures now. It's probably the best time to check the penalties now. And so for Schumacher, has 2 warnings. SSR Andrew has a penalty. Quanta has a penalty. Bobby Ben. Oh, and that's a car off. That's a car off the road there. That is PXM Prost very wide off the track. I just caught that in the background. A very big mistake. He probably lost his braking zone, but now we've got Smidget closing in behind. What a time to check for things when Prost runs really wide. But anyway, if you're not familiar with the name PXM Prost, he is formerly known as BOR Bottas. He did run in Season 3 and Season 4, and the first race of Season 5, so if you want to check out any of those videos to watch him race, feel free to. Lap 21 now, Ira Schumacher still out on those mediums. Now 20 laps on. PXM Equus is in the pits now, probably going to go out on some softs, I'm guessing, and so is Tom Fulks. No, sorry, not Tom Fulks, Griffiths. Yeah, he's on the softs. The Haas crew haven't failed the pit stop this time. He doesn't have a wheel hanging off. And UK Excite comes out just ahead. The 2 UKs not having the best of races today. I'm going to go back on board with Smidget now. A beautiful helicopter cam. Something that we don't really see much, but here it is. A helicopter camera. Oh, it's gone now. Right. So Envious Medal's out the race. Oh, I don't know whether we can catch that, but I do see a bit of debris there. And like the final corners. It looks like there's yellow flags going into turn 1. I'm not sure if it's anything around here. Let's have a look. Any yellow flags on the billboards? Black boxes? No. Must have happened on the straight. Very unusual place for crashes to happen. But Ira Schumacher is in the pits. Let's go on with him, see where he's going to come out on track. He's going to come out behind Tom Fulks. But he's on fresh soft, so he's going to be pushing to get past and try and gain some places on the people ahead. Excites now has a 3-second time penalty. Definitely see the amount of grip Schumacher has. Oh, and he gets really overconfident there. Maybe they're a little bit too cold for his liking. He needs to drill some heat into them so he can get them to melt on the track and definitely grip. Sorry about the stream lag, I'm streaming on Mixer and YouTube at the same time, so... Right, anyway. IRL Schumacher, now only 4 tenths behind. I see a potential move for the first corner. Tom Fulks is definitely going to be pitting soon, 18 lap old mediums. No, he's not going to get the move done, maybe a switch back. A bit wide, going to have DRS again though. Oh, Tom Fulks definitely pushing to the inside, they're going side by side. And it's like Schumacher's comfortably got past on his grippy soft, and Tom Fulks taking an interesting line there onto the grass, and Griffiths has set his fastest lap of the race down in P12. Oh, and what's happened there? Wolfpack out. People are slowly dropping out now. And there's a virtual safety car. Anyone who's looking to pit now, pit now. Smidget could potentially do well, and so could Tom Fawkes, depending on how long this VSC lasts for. And Andrew's into the pits. What is he thinking? Is this a good strategy? Is this not a good strategy? If you're going to be pitted for the supers, they might not last until the end. This is crazy if he's going for tyre wear. Maybe he's struggling with it. Oh wait, was he doing a two-stop? Yeah, he was doing a two-stop anyway. Onto the softs again. And so is PXM Prost and Smidget are also into the pits. Looks like Andrew's practically got a free pit stop there. Not lost too many places. Amazing strategy. Tom Fawkes stays down on track though. That's a bit of a bad idea, I reckon. He's not going to be able to get another pit stop in unless he's planning to go to the end, which will be very difficult to do. Danny Boy, right, race continues now, DRS enabled again, and Sync Contra now in P1 with Bobby Ben in P2 and Danny Boy in P3, all on the medium, so all 8 laps old, another 12 laps to go. Now SSR Andrew has just come out on fresh softs, RL Schumacher closely behind on slightly older softs, but... Now, oh, and SSR Andrew off the track here, that's going to be very damaging, probably surprised with how cold the tyres are, because... Yeah, this is very racing here. Very racing, yeah, Great England, Tom. Right, anyway, this is going to be costing him because he wants to catch up to a Dengy Boy, which is up the road 9 seconds. But he's battling with Bobby Ben, I believe. So maybe that could potentially give him some time. Bobby Ben has made a move just up the road. No, Dengy Boy's got ahead, I'm sorry. And Iron Schumacher. Around the outside he goes. And he has to move down the inside. There's a bit of contact. Not the best for SSR Andrew, but he's got it stuck. And I think, yeah, there's UK Excite's making the move on Echoes, and Echoes runs quite wide, almost into that debris sitting on the grass. You don't want to do that, give you a puncture. And there's UK Excite's down the inside, around the outside, sorry. Echoes is still there. Oh, Excite's runs a little bit wide. On board of Echoes, he's now got the inside and DRS. Goes down the inside. And yes, it looks like he's managed to get it stuck. Oh no, he hasn't! UK Excite's now got the inside of this corner. This is a phenomenal battle going on. And Echo's going down the inside again! Going side by side for ages, probably the battle of the race. And yeah, Excite's is now completely ahead. We're going to go back up the order again as it's at SSR Andrew. Have a look around the outside of Schumacher. This is not helping either of them, to be honest. They want to be catching the cars ahead, although they have got 2 seconds off of the people in the lead. And Smidget definitely made the use of that VSC and has gone on to the supers, but I'm not sure if they will last that. So it may not be as good for him as he plans. We still have Tom Fawkes in P6 to pit. If he doesn't pit, I don't know what he's doing, but he will end up with about 10 punctures somehow. We've also got Echoes back onto the back of UK Excite, so going to go on board of Echoes. Will he get the move done this time? Potentially. He goes down the inside. Deja vu for this camera. And Excite's back down the inside again. A phenomenal racing between these two. And Echoes, oh, he gets squeezed down. This is fantastic racing. Or as FORL Tortoise quotes, brilliant stuff. That's SSR Andrew. I don't want to miss this. SSR Andrew is going to have a look down the inside of RL Schumacher. Oh, and we've missed the move. And he's got it done this time. He's back up into P4. He's on fresher softs by only a few laps, but... Oh, my stream has frozen. I'm very sorry. Right, I'm very sorry for any action missed there. There is a bit of lag going on, and I don't want my screen to be frozen, so SSR, if you didn't quite catch it, a brilliant move into turn 1, now up into P4, but I think these two battling is leaving the leaders to get away, because they aren't closing down on the people in the mediums, which is what they need to be doing in the next 10 laps or so. Oh, and I'm just going to go with Smidget. Smidget is very close in the back of PXM Prost. Potential move down the inside, yeah, and he goes for the inside. Prost hangs it around the outside. This brilliant driving, brilliant racing, and yeah, Prost, oh, he's forced wide there, but he's going to have DRS, I think, yes. He's going to have DRS. And Prost is the inside, he's going to keep his position, I think. And he gets, oh, Smidget gets forced wide. That's definitely cost a bit of time for both of them. And Tom Fawkes is running away a little bit during this battle. Right, now we go back on with Iro Schumacher to see if he will be able... And that's PXM Echoes out of the race. We're going to go on with Echoes to see what's happened. And that's PXM Echoes just off the road there. Not sure what's happened to him. Probably a bit of contact, but... We're going to go back with Iro Schumacher now. He's going to have to DRS, but he's not going to be close enough. And they are catching the people on the mediums by 1/10, 2 or 3/10 a lap. Not much, not as much as they need. But now Schumacher's going to have DRS again. Going to have the DRS he needs. But we are going to be having a look at Smidget, who is going to be closing onto the back of PXM Prost. Going to go for the outside this time. Hopefully he won't get squeezed off like he did last lap. Oh, he got squeezed quite a bit there. He's definitely lost time. And definitely not a move up here, because there's an easy crash going to happen if you have a move. So yeah, it's Smidget. Only 7 laps to go in this Brazilian Grand Prix. This has been a brilliant first round. Lots of battles, lots of action. And we have seen Conta once again out on top so far. Doesn't look like SSR Andrew's strategy is going to be paying off. Even though that VSC did help him a lot. Yeah, Smidget has lost time here. I'm not sure if his supers are dying. I'm pretty sure they are. Yeah, not much action going on now, but Tom Fawkes is definitely slow. He's sort of lost some time there. He's on 25 lap old mediums. I'm not surprised that he lost quite a bit of time. He's definitely not going to be able to make it to the end. 30 laps is not, but PXM Prost we're on board with. Gets quite a bit of oversteer there, and now. So Tom Fawkes definitely going to not have the grip here. He's going to literally be sliding around each corner. Something which you don't want to happen, because you want the grip, as in you can go fast if you have more grip. And now, PXM Prost is on the back of Tom Fawkes. He's going to look around. And Tom Fawkes in the pits. Finally, he's in the pit lane. Which is 5 seconds stop of effort speeding in the pits isn't going to help anything either. But he is still out there. And I think he could have a chance of points still, because the gap between him and Griffiths is still very large. Yeah, he's on the super soft, probably going to get fastest lap, because remember there is a point for fastest lap and a point for pole. Smidget has secured that point for pole, and Smidget is right on the back of Prost now. Potentially penalties could set Prost back, so something that you wouldn't really want to be happening. We're going to go on board with Smidget now. see how much he catches PX and Prost in the final sector of the DRS. Let's have a look at the modes he'll be using. He's using overtake mode. Prost is only using high, but Prost does have less. He does have less ERS in his car, so they're going to be around the outside of the smidget, which will mean you have the inside of the next turn, but then the outside of the turn after. Oh, that was a very big kick of oversteer, or whatever he had there. I couldn't quite tell. It was just sort of a flinch. He's still got another 4 or 5 laps to overtake Prost. And he's on the grippier tyres, but they are going to start dying out. And it looks like SSR Andrew will not be able to catch Bobby Bell. He's not gaining enough time, and IRL Schumacher comfortably sitting in P5. Quanta is still on the lead. Done the perfect race here for him today. Not many. He hasn't had any incidents at all. Only 1 penalty. Been very clean for him. As Tom Falk's in the pits again. I'm not sure what's happened, but he is still in the pit lane. He's stuck in the pits. Well, his race could not go any better, could it? They're in the... I think the McLaren is retiring his car. They're not really doing anything, are they? Anyway, Smidget now close to the back of PX and Prost. Doesn't look like it'd be any points then for Tom, unfortunately. So yeah, the final few laps of this Brazilian Grand Prix, we just have Smidget chasing Prost, but I wonder none, because we have been waiting quite a while for Smidget to actually get a move to stick, because Prost is defending very well, and he's definitely, when Smidget gets past, he's definitely having to go back. As you can see, he's in P6. With 7 people retired. Not that bad, but there's been a lot of action, especially on the first lap where he had, unfortunately, sync propulsion out. Well, before the first corner somehow he'd retired. I'd like to see a few clips, and definitely have a look out for the onboard video, which will involve a load of onboards from this race, so you can definitely watch that. That'll be the highlights for GP2 basically. And we'll be doing interviews at the end of this, so I'm very, very excited. So, Smidget's still very close to the back of Prost, but he just isn't getting enough on the straight. Prost is conserving more in the middle sector than Smidget at the moment, which could be potentially why Smidget can't catch him in the straight. Maybe it's a setup difference. We won't really know. I wonder how Sync Quanta is though, getting on with his mediums. 19 laps for a Dengy boy. This has been a great first round for him. Up into P2. Definitely far better than his pre-season has been. And that is Smidget now. He's just not getting there. He's only running mixed 2. Maybe he's waiting until the final lap, you know, there's always a possibility. Now got a 3-second time penalty. I'm just going to quickly check the penalty to see if this will shuffle the order. We've got Sync Quanta for 1 penalty. A Dengy boy has 1 penalty. Bobby Ben has 1, 2, 3, 4 penalties. And SSR Andrew has 1, so that could mean that SSR Andrew gets a podium. IRL Schumacher has a stop and go, but I think he might have served that, so maybe Schumacher could get a P3, we don't really know. And I just miss the action every time, don't I? PX and Prost have now lost the place to Smidget. Well done, Tom's bottlers, you've just bottled commentary. Can't I bottle? But we are going to be watching the last lap from Sync Quanta's POV. Well, not POV, we're just going to be watching him. James has a 3-second time penalty, unfortunately. So you see the ambulances in the background taking off the 7 drivers that have retired. And yeah, all the fans cheering on the Red Bull driver of Sync Quanta in the Sync Red Bull Racing. Coming through the middle sector now, looking very clean. Hopefully he won't get a puncture. Very unlikely. Looks like he's low on fuel, so the red fuel light is flashing. Gonna go on board with the driver here. He's having a glorious lap here, just cruising. Knows nothing can happen. The Denny boy has a time penalty as well. And someone has spun in the final sector, but I'm not sure it's that serious. So yeah, here is Sync Quanta. Coming to the final corner, a very calm and collected race, and he's going to take the victory royale dub. And yeah, it's a win of the season for Sync Quanta. Fantastic stuff. And our Denny boy P2, Bobby Ben P3, but the question is, he's going to keep P3, Andrew's going to steal it, but potentially Schumacher could steal it as well. Is Schumacher, he stays P4, Andrew gets P3. Right, and now we have PX and Prost P7. Smidget got Ira Schumacher in the end, only by a 10th. Got Griffiths now coming through the final few corners. And yes, so very interesting stuff here. Fastest lap, I'm not sure who that has gone to, but we will get some interviews done after the race results. Now, not the best of races, but he has got points, which is the best thing to get at the end of the day after a bad race. And James getting really slippy and slidey there. Got P9, there's 2 points for him. Now I've got UK Futures coming around the final corner, across the line, and it's P11 for him. And we're going to have to wait on Tom Fulks, who's his pit crew have seemed to have left him now. They've just walked back into the garage again. Tom Fulks, if you're watching the stream, can you please retire the car, because otherwise we have to sit here for another minute 30. Thank you very much, Tom. Right, he's retired the car, which is, yeah, probably the best thing he could have done. Not going to lose any places because of it. No, he's stuck on lap 31. He's just been sitting there. That's crazy stuff happening. But now, anyway, the race results. We're going to see the podium now. And it's a win for Sync Quanta. With second place is a Dengy boy and third place is SSR Andrew. Phenomenal race. Mixed people leading. Everything's happened in this race. It's just been absolutely crazy. Definitely a worthy win for Sync Quanta. He's just duplicated his pre-season race, stayed out of the incidents, and yeah, now he is in P1. And now the track's gone very dark. I'm not sure what's happened, but right. And right, so most people get a penalty here. And as we're looking down the grid, Sync Quanta first, Dengy Boy second, SSR Andrew third. He did a 2-stop as well, I remember that. And we have Bobby Ben 12 seconds worth of penalties in P4, Smidget P5, IRL Schumacher P6, PX and Prost 7th, Griffiths P8, James P9 and Excite 10th. Then we have Futures 11th, and then now we start the people with DNF. So we have Tom Fulks, GG, PX and Mechos, Wolfpack, Envious Medal, the Jasper Boss, SSR F1 Ben, Limit East Horizon, Sync Propulsion, and Tom 123 shouldn't have even been here. So we're going to have some interviews now. Right, just sorting out the audio. Right. These interviews, I'm sure you include your party audio, otherwise it's just going to be a complete flop for the stream.
Yeah, I've included mine.
Okay, Andrew, have you included yours?
Yeah,
Okay. What about Dengy Boy? Are you there? Do you have a microphone? Bit of a shame if he doesn't. No, he doesn't have
Guess
a
that's a no.
microphone. Oh, well. So we're gonna start with SSR Andrew. Yeah, mixed race today. I see. You did qualify on the supers, wasn't it? So you had to do the two stop, and you tried to capitalise onto the VSC. But where do you think it went wrong in the later stages of the race to deny you of the win?
I just totally underestimated how much pace I was going to have on the second set of softs, and I was also expecting the other guys on the mediums tires to wear off quicker than what they did in the end. So
So yeah, right. Let's hope you can hopefully get a win next week. You know, it's all ball. There's many people in this tier that can get the victory, and Cinquanta's one of them. And yeah, he's just got a win today. Do you think the correct strategy was starting on the softs, and it definitely paid off? Yeah, I see you tried your best trying to stay out of trouble, which probably got you the win. What do you think of that?
Well, the start was absolutely going off left, right, and centre. Basically, I just tried to stay out of all of it, tried to get a clean run. I just ran from there, seemed to just somehow be on the pace, and was able to just do a nice clean race. Only got one penalty, and just basically ran to a flag pretty much.
So yeah, pretty good job there from you, Saint Quanta, and that's going to round off the stream here. Make sure to catch up for GP1, which will be next week, Brazil, and then so will Mexico, I believe, is the next one for GP2. Bye.